We're live.
Hi, everyone. Now you're gonna mock me. Yeah. What's
We'll
up?
all do it. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Hi, guys.
It is Memorial Day edition.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've been binge watching.
We have.
Have
We
you?
have.
We didn't watch any Captain America. That's because we've watched it so many times.
Oh, yeah. You guys have seen it a million times. She needed to rewatch it. She's only seen it like once. Yeah. Me, on the other hand, it was my second time seeing, the actual movies.
Mhm.
So it was kind of nice.
We watched the movies and then we watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier as well.
We watched all the episodes of Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
All of them?
Really?
All of them.
Nice.
Yes. It's been
How long
so
did that
yucky.
take you?
All day yesterday and then all this morning.
Yeah. Up until
Nice.
like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, because, I was off and on because we're packing still. We really are packing. So
We really are
We
packing.
promise.
we are. I mean, the boxes are all gone and they're either down in the shed or down in the garage or down in the basement or in
Did you
the
figure
car.
out what to do with that piano?
No.
Give it to me. I want the piano.
And how are you going to get it?
Bring it up.
Do you have a piano at your house?
She's got an electric piano.
I
That's
have an
fine.
electric piano, but that piano is really nice.
Oh. Well, we could always send it to your house.
No, we're good.
Why?
Because you don't need a piano. You have your electric piano.
But what about when I move?
You take your electric piano with you.
Oh, geez.
What if something happened to the electric piano?
If something mysteriously happened.
If something mysteriously happens to the electric piano.
I say you just call it with the house.
Oh, geez.
That's a gorgeous piano, though.
It is a nice piano, and that's what people don't understand. When I talk about having it go with the house, a lot of times it's a burden for people because their pianos are so old or they need.
Yeah.
Just
You have to let me know what make and model that is.
Yeah, it's called a Young Chang. I don't know. I'd have to look at the date and stuff, but it's a good piano. So it's not like it's just been sitting there and it was passed down from 3 grandmothers and it's in bad shape. And some of the keys are broken. You know how sometimes when you look at a house, the piano is not in the best shape. I mean, it's in very good shape. So, but let me say hi to everyone in the chat real quick.
Yes.
So, Movie Mania Nick, welcome in. Sandy Norris. Hello, Dad Builds is here. Monorail Molly, welcome in. Matt's here. Hi, Matt. Teresa Martin and Sienna is here as well. So welcome in. We're going to talk about the Captain America movies, and it was totally different for me this time to watch them.
So did you have a better understanding of them?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so much better. So, and I should have probably made some notes, but you guys probably have the movie memorized. It's all up there. So
A lot of knowledge. I have to say, though, like, there are
You don't
certain
have a lot of
movies.
knowledge?
No, I have more than you do.
Hi, Suzanne.
So,
Okay, so Matt just watched it this morning. Where's Matt? He's at work.
what did Matt do?
He said he
American
finished
Winter
Captain
Soldier.
America and the Winter Soldier.
Because we're trying to binge it, but we're also trying to watch other things at the same time. So
Yeah.
he's been watching a lot of the Marvel stuff on his own, and anytime he has questions, he just asks me.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
watched a few of the movies together. I think we're watching the Thor movies together, except I didn't watch Dark World because I couldn't put myself through that.
That movie's so boring. I don't like that movie.
Well, we're
It's
going to have to
so
watch them all before Loki.
I know. So I'm gonna watch it.
You've got 1 week.
I know I'm going to.
Because I think next week you're
We
going to
have
be
to-
busy.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Unless you're going to watch it on
I
the
can
ride.
watch it in the car. I could. Well, because Matt and I have to finish Avatar. We're like an hour into Avatar, and then we watched Toy Story last night, and we're just like watching random movies now.
Oh, wow. Hey, Carlos, welcome in. So has he seen those movies before?
Which ones?
Like Toy Story and
Yeah,
Avatar?
no, he's a huge Pixar fan.
Oh, you're
I think he likes
rewatching them.
Pixar more than other Disney movies. Like he prefers Pixar.
So you're rewatching them. Okay.
Yeah, so we watched that. I think we're probably gonna. Obviously, I have to watch the Loki. I have to watch the Thor movies this week at some point. I'll probably just end up watching that in the car. But
Okay. Cool.
But I have enough time this week that I can like watch a few movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'll be able to get stuff done in the car for sure.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Well,
I mean,
here-
so we started out. We watched the three. So we watched Captain America, and then we watched The Winter Soldier, and we also watched Civil War. So, because I thought that was kind of necessary to do that, right? To
Well, you
watch
have
Civil
to.
War.
Civil War is a Captain America movie.
Yeah.
Civil War is technically Captain America.
It's
Yeah,
like
Captain
a mini
America.
Avengers.
It
Yes.
is a mini Avengers movie. It's like everybody is
I gotta be right back.
okay. Everybody in the Avengers is in that movie. It's just that it's technically Captain America.
Except
Movie.
for Thor.
Right.
Yeah, Thor and
Yeah.
Hulk are off fighting.
Hey, Kelly. Kelly's here from the Mickey Bunch. So yeah, I thought it would be fun because it's Memorial Day weekend, and then it would kind of force me to rewatch everything. And things had so much more meaning. Like I really understood more about like the whole idea behind the serum and stuff like that. And then I'm trying to think what happened in the first movie that kind of stood out. I mean, it's weird, like when he's interacting with Bucky, like I feel like I know Bucky so much better now.
Yeah,
Because
it's really cool.
yeah, but yeah, between watching all the movies and then watching The Falcon and the Winter Soldier too, that
Mhm.
whole series, I feel like I know him a lot better now. So it was kind of neat, like going back and watching it. So
Nice.
yeah, hey Captain Akron, welcome in. Yeah, then after we got through the Winter Soldier, I was like, should we watch? So wait, does the first Avengers movie comes after Winter Soldier or between them? I'm trying to remember.
So the order goes Captain America, First Avenger, Avengers, and then
Winter Soldier.
no, and then it goes Avengers, and then Iron Man 2 or 3. Yeah, Iron
Okay.
Man 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can say it. Iron Man 3 is after that, and then I don't even remember the
All right, what's that?
We were just talking about the order of the movies because it made so much more sense. And Red Skull, he was in the first one. I don't even remember Red Skull the first time I watched.
Yeah, he's boring. I don't think he's he's a good villain for the movie, but he's not like a memorable villain that people are gonna be like, yeah, Red Skull, because he's a Nazi. So
maybe that's why I don't remember him from the first
Well,
movie.
Red Skull was huge in that, but when the whole continuation is Red Skull because he disappears back in the 1940s. The only person that kind of makes continuation from the original Captain America to be a villain in the next couple movies is technically Winter Soldier when you get to Olam Zola.
Zola, yeah.
Okay.
He is like, and they say Hydra, you cut off one head, it grows more.
Yes.
Yeah, it says that Whiplash is better than Red Skull.
Yeah, like
Yeah, okay.
Red Skull wasn't.
Whiplash was a horrible.
I mean, Red
Villain.
Skull was a
Yes.
good villain, but like he wasn't the kind of villain where you're like, oh, I can kind of see where he's coming from. Like, no, he's like pure Nazi evil.
Yeah. Hi, Dennis. Oh, Mrs. Galaxy. Welcome in, Mrs. Galaxy. Did I miss anybody else? I don't think I did. Yeah, it was just weird kind of watching some of that stuff back. And then like they had an Infinity Stone, right?
Well, the Tesseract.
The Tesseract.
The Tesseract was technically just considered a Tesseract.
It wasn't considered to be the Space Stone.
It wasn't considered to be
Later.
the Space Stone until they actually finalized that they were going to do
Thanos.
the Infinity
Gauntlet.
Stone or the Infinity Gauntlet. So they took something that was currently there and they were like, oh, it fits perfect. It's a Space Stone.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was pretty
The
cool.
only issue with it is that Thanos would not have trusted Loki with 2 Infinity Stones
Yeah,
during Avengers,
he probably
which
would.
shows the continuity error in the idea that the scepter, was
The Scepter's a Mind Stone.
the scepter's so
if-
basically Loki had 2 Infinity Stones during the Avengers movie, but we didn't know that.
Right, but because they hadn't set that down yet. So,
Yeah.
it would, the Mind Stone, if Thanos was collecting all the Infinity Stones, why would they?
Why would he go off and throw a infinite.
Can you guys see us okay?
All right,
Are
we're
we-
back.
Are we good or okay? I wasn't sure if it was
Yeah,
us or
we
you
got-
guys.
He unplugged
Okay.
something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Chris says the Red Skull is the ultimate Cap villain. I wish we had more of the modern struggle between the two of them. Yeah,
Yeah, like, he was a good villain. Just like, I don't know.
he pretty much toasted, right?
Well, he comes back in Infinity War.
Played
Does
by
he?
the
Soul Stone
actor.
person. He's the person that leads them to the Soul Stone and tells them
He's
they need
the
to
one
like,
that's guarding the
sacrifice.
Soul Stone.
Okay. See, I have
So-
to go back and watch everything again, I feel like. So
Yeah.
it makes sense, you know?
Why Red Skull is guarding the Soul Stone? Who knows?
Yeah.
But, like, they don't really give a legit reason for that.
I swear I saw the Loki's what do you call
Scepter?
it? Scepter. There in one of those movies, no?
Which one?
Any one of I can't remember which one it was, but I thought the ones of one of the Captain America ones that had the blue light in it, but maybe not. Maybe it was in something else. And I'm like, oh, that looks like Loki's scepter, but that it wouldn't have been in there, right?
It could have been in one of the like Civil War, but I don't think it would have been.
Yeah.
Because Civil War and Winter Soldier come
By
after.
the time you got Civil War, Visions already has the Mind Stone,
Yeah,
so the scepter was already broken.
Scepter's no longer a thing because the stone that was in the scepter was the thing that enhanced Wanda's witchiness and gave Vision life.
Oh, okay. So Matt says in the Winter Soldier they show it in the post credits. Maybe
Yes.
it was in Civil War. Maybe that's where I saw it.
Yeah, in the post credits when they show Wanda and Pietro for the first time.
Yes. Yeah. So that was pretty exciting because we got to see Wanda and Vision too.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
No,
oh, I
you see
feel like
Wanda and
Pietro.
Pietro.
And then you
Pietro.
got to
and Pietro,
Her brother.
but we saw Vision too in Civil
No.
War.
Well, yeah,
In
So-
Civil War, you do.
The post-credit scene is for Winter Soldier.
Yes.
In Winter
When they show
Soldier,
the twins.
the introduction of Bucky Barnes,
That's when that happens.
they show the Hydra base in
Yes.
Sokovia with the experimentation they did on the enhanced humans, which was Wanda and her brother Pietro.
Yes.
She wasn't given powers. Her powers, we learn in WandaVision, were enhanced.
Was enhanced.
And she wasn't. She was born with the powers, but she wasn't. So that basically confirms mutants.
Mm.
Yeah, I guess you can.
It kind of confirms mutant type powers.
I can say that maybe with the snap and the reversal of the snap in Endgame, that cosmic radiation.
Could have created. Well, that wasn't until after Wanda was. That whole thing happened, though.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if you're looking to bring the X-Men into the universe, you could say
You could say it happened then.
it activated latent mutant.
Well, Wanda's from X-Men.
Yes.
Wanda, was basically the cause of mutant destruction in the comics. She basically said no more mutants, and then there were no more mutants.
Yeah, well, we're talking Captain America.
I know. I'm just thinking that there's so much with Marvel. There's so much to
There
talk
is.
about.
There is. So, we got, again, like I said, I got to watch Captain America again. I felt like I understood it a lot better. And then I was confused. Like I had forgotten that Bucky fell like he did at the end. But they were able to revive him. So
Chris did something and basically confirmed why Red Skull is guarding the Soul Stone on Vormir, and that's because the stones have bonds to each other. So at the end of First Avenger, we thought Red Skull was dead. He's not. The Space Stone sent him to Vormir.
Okay. It looked like, when that opened up, like whenever he was holding that stone and he kind of like, it looked like from a Thor movie or from Guardians of the Galaxy. I kind of thought that. I was like,
I think I heard that somewhere. That he was like, because he touched the stone, it sent him to like guard the other stone.
yeah.
Because like that he says when he's leading them, he's like, I guide others to a treasure that I cannot possess myself. As in he tried to take the Space Stone and now he's trapped guarding another Soul Stone and he can't get.
Okay. Hi, Amy.
Yeah, it's utter torture for him because he's so power hungry.
The Red Skull? Yeah.
The fact that he's like so close to reaching a stone but cannot
Yeah, but then
possess
again,
it.
he doesn't act when you get to Infinity War. It's almost like his mind's been erased. He doesn't have that whole.
I mean, he's probably just numb to everything now. He's been there for so long.
So now I have to watch Infinity War again.
Yep. Well, I saw a thing where it was like when Cap's going back and returning all the stones and he runs into Red Skull on Vormir.
What happened? Oh, okay.
Because at the end of Endgame, Cap goes back and returns all the stones, which means he had to have gone to Vormir, see Red Skull, while he's putting the stone back. So that must have been a little awkward.
Yeah. Awkward.
But yeah, if you didn't know, the guy who plays Red Skull in Infinity War is not the same person who played Red Skull in the first Captain America movie.
I knew this.
I know you knew that. I'm just letting other people know in case they didn't.
I didn't know that.
The guy who played Red Skull in
Infinity War?
In the first Captain America is from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. He's in the Matrix trilogy.
The guy who plays Red Skull in Infinity War is from The Walking Dead. He plays Aaron.
Okay.
If anybody's watched The Walking Dead.
I
watched it. Matt and Mom have watched it. I kind of stopped watching it for a while, but now they watch it, and so I kind of just sort of follow along. Dad doesn't like Walking Dead, so whatever.
Right.
Zombie schlombie.
So then it's funny because then when we were watching, hey Will, welcome in. When we were, Daniel, hello Daniel. When we were watching then The Winter Soldier, at first I didn't know who he was, right? So the first time I saw it, I didn't know it was Bucky. I just saw this crazy looking guy with the mask on. But now that I know it's Bucky, you know? It's so funny watching it back. Because I just feel like I understand so much more. And then you also didn't
understand how Zemo framed Bucky for blowing up the UN.
Yes,
you didn't understand.
You understand more about Zemo.
Yes, so I understood more about Zemo. It was amazing because then I'm like, there's Zemo, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember him from watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
And now you understand why Sam doesn't like him that much and why he was kind of upset with Bucky for breaking him out because he knows what he put Bucky through and.
Yes, I mean Zemo that was so bad how he did that to him. He brought that whole thing back. That was so painful when he was saying to Bucky those words that throw him back into whatever. I was like, oh man. But it was interesting because again, I guess he started to get himself back when the first time he saved Cap in the water. So and then they flip-flopped and then Cap saved him. And that kind of erased all that craziness, reset his brain, I guess, when he went under the water.
When he got knocked out, it kind of knocked it out of him.
Yeah, because I said to Abby, how long does that last? Whenever they do that to him?
And I said it depends, but since he was knocked out, it kind of knocked it out of him for that period until they say it again to him.
Yeah.
And then you see at the end how he went to Wakanda and how he decided to go back in the ice in Wakanda.
Yeah. Hey, Rod, welcome in.
Yeah, a lot of really interesting stuff. I mean, one of the things I really love about Marvel is that everything is connected. You can find links between absolutely everything. Hi, Carol.
Yes. Hey, Carol.
That's one of my favorite things. Yeah. There's just so many amazing things about things being connected.
Yes.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, when you talk about those three movies alone,
hey Richard,
America ones.
The Captain America.
I feel like it's hard to watch the Captain America trilogy as a standalone trilogy, though. There are certain ones I feel like you can kind of watch as a standalone trilogy, but I don't know. It would be really hard for me to watch them without having the context of the other movies, personally.
Well, not really. I mean, when you're
that's
thinking
why it was hard for you at first.
I think if you watched all three by themselves and you didn't watch the other ones, you could probably get an idea of what's going on.
Yeah, but, you start Civil War and there are all these characters you've never seen before. Wanda, Vision, all these people, and you don't understand why things are happening the way that they are, because you have no context if you hadn't watched Age of
And then
Ultron.
you wouldn't know Sokovia, what happened there, and how
There would
they
be no
were
context
trying to-
about Sokovia, like you said.
Zemo.
There
you had no
there'd
clue
be
where
a lot of
Zemo was
miscontext.
at.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. Was it the Sokovia Accords or was it something
The
else?
whole Zemo did the whole thing because of Sokovia.
Correct, but I mean, it's explained what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you have to. I mean, I think if you're going to look at those 3 movies alone, just watching those 3 movies, can you watch those 3 movies without watching the other movies? Yes, you can. You're going to get an idea of what's going on inside that movie. It can be a standalone movie.
A better idea to
Yeah.
watch the others.
To watch the other ones give you a little bit more background, but I think if you just took those 3 movies alone by themselves, you should be able to watch it and enjoy that. I mean, and that's what really makes the mark of a good movie. If you could watch that movie alone and get an understanding of what's going on from the beginning to end, it's a good movie.
That's how I feel about Ragnarok. Just that movie itself on its own, I feel like it's just such a good standalone movie.
Yeah.
Because there's not too many like other
It's a little
characters that they draw
confusing.
things in.
Yeah.
If you start, Ragnarok with no context about what happened in okay, so I guess you'd have to watch the Thor trilogy to kind of understand, because the whole thing is that Loki fakes his death at the end of Dark World, and at the beginning of Ragnarok, Thor finds out that Loki faked his death. So if you hadn't watched Dark World, you wouldn't have the context of the whole thing that happened with Loki, but everything else in that movie makes sense.
But then
Except
again,
for
you have that
Hulk.
little mini play that would say what happened.
That's true, yes.
Yes. Hey, Rhonda.
You would also probably need to watch part of Avengers to see when Hulk went away in the Quinjet.
Well, even in Ragnarok, he explains what happened with the ship.
Right.
He explains that it went offline and all this stuff happened.
Okay.
Rod says, I agree with Tracy. Just the cat movies would work fine, but yes, all the others would get you a total picture. Yeah. I can't imagine going through the entire thing without having watched all the movies. The only thing I did was when I watched Endgame and when I watched Infinity War, because Endgame had already come out, Ant-Man and the Wasp came out in the middle of Endgame and Infinity War.
Yeah.
Now, my problem was I went and I watched Ant-Man and the Wasp in theaters. I had never seen Ant-Man. So I had no context from the first Ant-Man movie.
Yeah.
Then I went and I watched the sequel. But I still had a really good grasp of what was going on with the characters. I had a really good grasp of what was going on. But it did make a lot more sense when I did end up watching Ant-Man.
Yes. Yes. And that's why I think it was good for me that I watched all of the movies. And now I'm going back and watching pieces here and there.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, you did, right?
I watched Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah. So I watched, when WandaVision came out, I went back and rewatched Age of Ultron. That all made more sense. Yeah.
Did you say hi to Arjons?
What's that?
Arjons.
Yeah, we said hi to Arjons.
Yeah, I said hi to. I called him Richard. I call him Richard. Hi, Arjons.
Yeah.
It's actually very clean in here, so stop complaining. So, yeah, I mean, Matt hasn't watched either Ant-Man movies and still Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah.
I'd recommend watching the Ant-Man movies. They're pretty funny.
They are funny.
There's no context about anything going on with Ant-Man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then the Spider-Man movies. You watched those two, right? Homecoming and
So
Far From
I
Home.
didn't see the Spider-Man movies.
You didn't watch them?
I didn't end up having time. Something happened that I didn't watch them.
I don't think we have Far From Home.
Is it not on Disney Plus?
It wasn't on Disney Plus yet. I don't think it is right now either.
No, because they don't have the rights for Spider-Man. Disney doesn't have the rights for Spider-Man.
They have an agreement.
They have an agreement, but they don't have the rights to put the movies on Disney Plus.
Got
the
it.
whole thing is that I've seen Homecoming. I still haven't finished Far From Home.
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to finish it.
I saw them both in the movie theater.
I think. Do we have the DVDs?
We have Homecoming, but I don't think we have Far From Home. Dad didn't let us buy Far From Home. I told him to buy it the one day in Target, and he didn't let us. So
there's a whole set of DVDs that's called the Infinity Saga or something like that, and it's every single movie.
Really?
Yeah, in release order from the first 3 phases.
Okay.
Because phase 4 just started.
But I remember because I went with Dad and Zach to see Homecoming in the theaters when that came out, and then I went with my friends to see Far From Home.
Okay.
Like 2 days before my dad and Zach went to see it.
Okay. Abby's a big Tom Holland fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I like the other Tom though. I'm a bigger fan of the other Tom.
He's her Tom Hiddleston.
No, I like Tom Hiddleston too.
Oh, well, she likes him too.
Sebastian Stan.
And Sebastian
I
Stan.
liked Bucky.
Sebastian Stan is pretty great.
Yes. So, but yeah, I was glad I went back and watched it because it made a lot more sense. And then once I got through Civil War, it was like, then I had to go back and watch all of the Falcon and Winter Soldier again. But it was weird even seeing like Sharon Carter making her appearances in some of the movies because I basically had no idea who she was either.
Yeah, and then she was confused on why she, like, in Civil War, when she gave Steve and Sam back the wings and the shield, she was confused on how she got kicked out.
Yeah, I guess she got in trouble
But she got in trouble because she was technically disobeying the law because they were technically criminals and they had broken out. And by her giving them back the weapons, she was, like, breaking the law and giving criminals weapons, technically.
Yeah.
So she got, like, kind of cut off.
Yeah.
Which caused her to later become the power broker.
Yes. The power broker.
Cause and effect. Cause and effect. We know.
You did call it.
I think it's really interesting seeing all of the cause and effects we get.
Yes. And I know how you like to say, Kenzie, about the character development. So from, I got to see Bucky evolve the entire way, all the way through, then like when the whole on your left thing with Sam, like it had so much more meaning now that I understand more about Sam and Cap's relationship.
Yeah. And how close they actually were with each other.
Yes.
And Rod Priestner saying, has you guys seen the Sharon Carter series?
I think he's talking about Agent Carter.
The Peggy Carter series, which was...
Peggy had a series. It was called Agent Carter. I still haven't watched it. I have to.
I think it was on TV.
Well,
I think it was
on TV, right? It was like a TV series.
It was an ABC series. It kind of went along with the
Shield series.
Agents of Shield.
And I never watched Agents of Shield. I have to watch those at some point.
I never watched that either. Is that on Disney Plus?
Well, they are, yes. Here's the thing. The Agents of Shield, they've gone some areas where they've actually recon some of the stuff from the Agents of Shield. So in fact, that's the last place that you've seen Lady Sif was in Agents of Shield. Was in Agents of Shield.
Okay. And if you don't remember who Lady Sif is, she is from Thor.
Oh, okay.
She was like the one that like kind of had a thing for Thor, but like he went off with Jane, so she was like, okay.
Oh, okay. I think I remember that. Yeah, Rhonda says, interesting to see what happens to Spider-Man after Sony gets all their amusement parks built.
I don't think Sony's building any amusement parks now.
No, they're not. Well, there's Spider-Man stuff at the
Universal.
Well,
no, there's a Spider-Man ride.
There's
Spider-Man stuff over in Disneyland.
In Disneyland, in Avengers Campus.
There's going to be Spider-Man stuff.
There's gonna be, I think, what's it called? Web Slinger?
Yeah.
That's what they're doing, a virtual queue in Disney, California.
Okay.
Or DCA.
They're doing a ride over there.
So
they have one almost finished in Thailand. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's Thailand,
yeah.
So, I mean...
It's different over in the other countries, how, like, the, it works.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because technically, Japan has, like, their park isn't technically a, like, Walt Disney
It's not
park.
a Disney park. It's a Disney partnership.
They're not 100%, like, with it. It's, like...
Oh, really?
It's not the same.
When you talk about Tokyo, Disneyland Tokyo and Disney Tokyo Seas,
they're not. They're a partnership with Disney. They're not technically like 100% Disney parks.
Oh, okay. Hey, Garrett or Michelle.
All right. So Marvel has recently classified Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as Marvel Legacy, as well as Fox X-Men movies. They are not connected to the MCU, which makes sense.
Interesting.
Which
it's
means
weird because that means technically in
the first Avengers that Agent Coulson dies and truly dies.
Yeah, so he doesn't come back to life. Because the whole thing was that in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., when Coulson dies, Coulson actually didn't die. So in our MCU universe continuity canon, Coulson is dead.
Yes. Okay.
So,
Hmm.
yeah. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with the Shield, not Shield, Avengers campus, because they've got a lot of. Because I've seen a few things about it, and it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Regarding, like, they've got some really cool like Hank Pym stuff.
We might have to make a special trip out there just for that. And Cars Land.
I do.
She only wants to make a special trip out there for Cars Land.
Well, that too.
No, I want to go over there for both. Mom only wants to go over for Cars Land. We want to go over for the Avengers.
I'd go over for Monarch Moments.
Oh, did you hear that? Sucking up to Garrett.
Garrett's in the house, so welcome in, Garrett.
Hey, Garrett.
She wants to see Hannah again, right?
Yeah.
Well,
That's
we're gonna have to do we'll have to do a road trip.
Yeah, we'll have to go over.
That's a serious road trip.
That is. We get very tired of each other very
A
quick.
plane trip. How about a
I can
plane trip?
retire at the end of the year, so I can have all the time off I want.
Who's retiring? You are?
He is
I said
not.
I can.
He technically can.
He is eligible to.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Hi, Yachty.
What's up, Yachty?
But yeah, we are. I mean, there's a few things I've seen about over in the campus, Avengers campus. It's like some really cool stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just looking at this thing.
Okay. I'm excited about where they're going to go from here because they've left it open for, like I said, we watched all of those, all of the Falcon and Winter Soldier. So they left a lot open for, Captain America, for White Wolf. They're going to have to change it to the White Wolf at some point.
I think they might end up making
Wanda?
a movie with Bucky. I feel like we need a movie that just talks about Bucky and what he went through and how he got where he
You want a Sebastian Stan movie?
Yes.
I want Sebastian Stan to play Luke Skywalker in the Grogu Goes to School series.
Yeah, me too. Grogu Goes to School. What is that?
This is a restaurant
Oh,
that's gonna be the Pym testing lab.
nice.
And it's gonna, on their menu, they've got, it's a lounge.
Oh, wow.
So
That's
one of them
cool.
is called Snack Molecules, which is tiny. It's like tiny pretzels, peanuts, and something else with it. They have cocktails, beers, wines, and beverages.
Nice.
Thank you.
Gabe wants to see Zach again.
Yeah, I'm sure Zach wants to see Gabe again.
Mini beer flight.
There we go.
Like they've got different.
Really? Did you get a call?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. All right, Tracy, be careful. Oh, geez.
And then the microphone. Sorry.
And then there were 3.
Yeah. Well, he's got important things.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I feel like we've talked about Captain America enough. Do we want to just talk about Avengers in general? Like, do we want to talk about this point?
About the Spider-Man.
Okay, what was your...
Because there's 2 movies already. And the way they ended the Far From Home, there has to be a 3rd movie. But with Marvel not totally owning the rights to Spider-Man,
well, they're
Sony didn't... I think they're going to make one. But for a long time, Sony didn't agree to stuff.
Do you know about the thing going on with the different...
They're going to put a movie with all 3 of the Spider-Mans.
With all 3 of the Spider-Mans?
Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and Tom Holland.
What?
It's going to have the Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, and then whatever the other guy's name is, I forget.
Tobey
It's got
Maguire.
all of the
The
Spider-Mans.
original Spider-Man, yeah.
Wow.
They're going to put all 3 of them in.
Willem Dafoe is technically a part of the MCU, and I'm mad.
See, I have to watch the Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man because I haven't seen that one. A lot of people said it was a bit confusing because there were a lot of different villains he had to do.
Each of them are good Spider-Man in a different way. Like some of them are great Spider-Man but not really good as Peter Parker, and then some of them are amazing as Peter Parker and not really amazing as Spider-Man, and that kind of back and forth.
With Andrew Garfield. A lot of people said that Andrew Garfield wasn't very good as Peter Parker, but he was a good Spider-Man.
Okay.
And I think Tom Holland does great at both.
Yeah, I think he's
great.
great. He's good at both.
Yeah, he's good.
Because then people said that Tobey Maguire was good as Peter Parker, but as Spider-Man maybe wasn't the best. But then again,
Tobey Maguire, that was his name. I forgot
he was the original Spider-Man. So
I actually saw that movie. So Rod Priester said, "Did you see that Spider-Man? They have that they have swings over the Avengers campus."
Yep.
Oh,
There's going to be and there's a place called Web Suppliers, which is a store with the latest inventions, including interactive spider bots like the ones you will see in the new attraction Web Slingers, a Spider-Man adventure. Each spider bot has a remote control and 8 articulated legs moving forward and backward. You may customize your spider bot with tactical upgrades to harness the powers and style of your favorite superheroes, including Black Panther, Iron Man, Black Widow, as well as Ant-Man and the Wasp. So you can make your little spider bot look like another character. That's cool.
Yes. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that also made me, when we watched Civil War, to see Black Panther back in there. And I wonder what they're going to do, because that ended with Black Panther coming next, right after it.
Yeah, Black Panther technically comes after Civil War.
Civil War, and I was like, man, that's tough seeing him.
And then, how they're going to try to end up writing him out of the story, because obviously they can't continue having him in the Black Panther movies.
Yeah.
So they have to find a way to write him out so that it can continue and make sense with the rest of the MCU.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but that was good seeing all those characters back again. So,
and then in Civil War, we also got to see when Vision actually started to become like evolve. And
yes, he got distracted
for once, and because he was evolving, he's becoming more human. So he's able to like develop these features that most robots aren't able to have. Like, most robots can't get distracted by other things. Their goal is to just do what they're told. Whereas for Vision, he's evolving and becoming more like the human race, and is able to develop these features and skills that not typical robots are able to do.
Yeah.
So, something else. There's going to be something called an ancient sanctum, where Doctor Strange will train recruits in the mystic arts.
Wow.
So it's going to be Jedi training, but with Doctor Strange.
So cool. This is all in California?
Yeah.
We have to go.
When is this open? When is this supposed to open?
It opens in 5 days.
No, it doesn't.
Yes.
Really? All of it? Or just some things?
Avengers Campus.
Wow. How have I been out of the loop? I know I've been out of the loop because there's no chance of us going to California anytime in the near future.
Yeah.
So. Wow.
But like, PIM Testing Kitchen is the restaurant. So the PIM Test Lab is the lounge, and then the PIM Test restaurant, like test kitchen.
Yes.
Let's look at this menu.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to call up Modern Moments, figure out when we're scheduling a trip to California.
Spoonful of cereal. Bran flakes and raisins garnished with yogurt-covered pretzels, served with whole milk and a ripe banana. But I think it's the thing that, like, they're gonna look really big or really small because it's PIM. So it's gonna, things are gonna be different sizes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Because some of the things that he has, they can shrink things, they can grow things.
Yeah. So Amy says, I want the Spider-Man web shooter.
Yeah, Daniel so they have, web shooters. Can shoot webs.
Really?
Yeah.
They had this in the store.
And somebody was talking about a giant sandwich. Amy said it, and then I think someone else said it, $100 sandwich.
My phone is not loading, but if it did, okay, here we go. Entrees. Pimini sandwich, salami, rosemary, ham, provolone, and sun-dried tomato spread on toasted.
Ciabatta?
Yep. Family-sized pimini, which is huge. It's a huge thing. It's $100.
Like a pizza?
Not so little chicken sandwich. Fried chicken breast, teriyaki and red chili sauces, and pickled cabbage slaw on brioche.
Mmm.
Caesar salad and colossal crouton.
Colossal crouton. It sounds like it's a quick service, right?
I think so. It looks like it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, quick service restaurant. That is so cool.
Wow. It's $100 but could feed 7 people. And then Joey
Yeah.
from It's Joey's World could eat that sandwich by himself. He probably could.
Oh yeah. Like here's the big meatball.
Oh my gosh, look at that meatball. Zach would love that.
It's because it's Pim. It has to be like.
And then these are the crawlers.
What are
There's a
those?
Spider-Man crawler thing that they can like customize.
Oh, those are cool.
They also have Spider-Man light-up goggles, a take-home spider web kit, and Funkos for Spider-Man and Iron Man. So it looks like they're going to add a little bit of Iron Man representation in the whole Spider-Man area because, they were so close.
Yeah.
Aw, that's
And
so
then you also got to
nice.
see in Civil War when he was like, I know he's like, where's your like backup or whatever, and they went to Queens and they
Oh yeah,
got
when he
Peter.
went and got Peter, that was cute. How he was just so shocked that he was there.
It's like, there's
The
this movie
campus
Santa-
supply pod is the place to power up with official Avengers campus gear, including fleece hoodies, tees, hard headwear, drinkware, and other superhero supplies.
Wow,
It looks really cool.
they're
And
gonna
then
have
they
all kind of merch. All kind of merch.
They're gonna have there's the ride Mission Breakout that opened in 2017, which was the, remade
Guardians.
Tower of Terror.
Oh yeah.
Made Tower of Terror into the Guardians Breakout,
Mhm.
which actually, from what I've seen, looks really fun because
Yeah.
you get to listen to that music while you're on it.
Oh yeah. Jeff would love that.
You've never ridden Tower of Terror.
I've never ridden Tower of Terror, so
You have to do it, Ange.
I will someday. I maybe. Garrett says, Kenzie, get ready for tons of Loki Funkos.
I don't know how I'm gonna not go broke. I want them so. I'm so excited. You know
Yeah.
what, Garrett? If you're able to get a hold of multiples, I will pay you. Because I don't trust myself to get them on time.
Yeah.
So they came out with a Cruella cake for the Cruella movie that came out. So I'm hoping that next week when we're there, when Loki starts next week, they'll have a Loki cake.
Yeah. Oh
I'm
wow.
hoping.
Little Hitchhiking Bones said on the Iron Man, the Postal Blasters you can buy there. It has the name of the kid from Iron Man 3 listed as the designer.
Nice.
Oh,
Neat
nice.
Easter egg.
Hello, Parallel Disney. Welcome in. Yeah. It's like you blink an eye and whatever it is gone. Like
Yeah,
the
I'm
Loki
really
cake,
worried that
the
I'm not
Cruella
going to
cake.
get a chance to buy stuff.
There was a Loki cake?
It's coming out, right? Is that what you
I'm
said?
hoping.
Kenzie?
Well, the whole thing was during Falcon and the Winter Soldier, they came out with a Falcon and Winter Soldier cake at this place in Disney Springs.
Mhm.
And then, so first it was during WandaVision, and every week they had a different, picture on a little retro TV. And then
Oh,
it was a little cake. Let me
yes.
see if I can look it up on Dad's computer.
Yes. Yeah, I remember that. That they had the different cakes. I didn't realize there were different designs though.
Probably for
Every
each
week it was a
episode, like
different
the
picture, yeah.
different time period or whatever.
There's also shawarma. That's amazing. There's
What
going
is
to be shawarma.
what's shawarma? Oh, that's what they
Remember at
eat.
the end of the first Avengers movie where Iron Man's like, let's get shawarma.
Yes.
And then they eat shawarma?
Yes.
Yeah, they're going to have that at the Avengers campus.
So we can all say, let's go get some shawarma.
Yeah.
All
All right, I shared my screen to show
okay.
the
Go ahead,
WandaVision
Kim.
cake.
Or Abby. You're Abby. Oh, cool.
So there's the 70s or the 80s episode. That's the 80s episode. That's the 70s episode. That's the first one. The second one, I think.
Look at that. Oh, look, show the inside. Yum.
So it's at Emirat's Patisserie, I think.
Hmm.
So they're doing these tiny cakes.
Yeah. So we're thinking they're going to have a Loki cake too. Oh, look at that. Look at that big cake up there.
That's cool. But yeah, so this is what they had at the patisserie.
Nice.
And this was the inside of it.
Oh, look at that. Now I want some cake. Now I want cake
So,
too.
and then they
We have
just
some sugar cookies in the fridge. We can make sugar cookies.
Abby's already talking about making something sweet.
We should make sugar cookies.
I spelled amaretts wrong, but this was the cake they just came out with.
Oh, that's a
For
Corella
Corella.
cake. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Looks like
So I'm
strawberry jelly.
hoping, you know, they're gonna have a Loki cake next week. I
Oh,
really
they're going to
hope.
have to have a Loki cake.
They'll have one, I think. They'll
And here's
definitely.
the thing, that's on our Animal Kingdom day, so we can probably leave a little early and head over to Disney Springs if they have it.
That's a great idea. That sounds good to you, right?
That sounds good. I'm up for anything cake, as long as I like the cake flavor.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy it no matter what flavor it is, and
I have a
then
feeling it's going to be like chocolate or something because
Yeah.
it's
for the
Loki.
Loki one, I'm hoping that it's like something I'll like. Even if it's not something I would normally like, I'm still gonna try it because
You have to.
It's Loki.
I need to. It's the Loki cake.
If they don't have like little horns on the Loki cake, I'm going to be upset.
Oh my gosh,
Sorry.
don't give me hope, Abby. Yeah, they better have a Loki cake or I'm gonna riot. Yeah. I'm just really hoping, and like I'm hoping that hopefully it doesn't start at the beginning of the day, and then by the time, you know, we're through our Animal Kingdom day, and then I go over and it's not there. Like,
Yeah,
I want to make sure I'm able to get it, but I don't want to have to leave Animal Kingdom early.
I know. So that's on Wednesday, right? That's
Yes.
on that Wednesday the 9th? Okay. Okay.
Oh, imagine if it's red velvet.
Yes.
I'm thinking if they don't just dye the cake color, maybe they'll do like a pistachio flavor or something.
Right. It's because it's green. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe they'll just, like you said, just put food coloring in and it'll be vanilla.
Lava cake.
Yes.
Yeah. Who knows? But I'm just really hoping.
Yes.
And I'm planning on doing like a cute like countdown pictures with all of my 6 Loki shirts that I have.
Yes.
I have so many Loki
Cake.
shirts.
Cake.
So what is a guava cake? Is it like guava fruit?
It must be. Yeah. Impossible shawarma. Yeah. I'm all about like the treats and stuff for the new whatever. New Avengers, yeah. It's on
I'm like, I have a lot of hopes for the Loki series, and I've heard that there's 4 waves of Funkos that are coming out, but they're not releasing any of them because they all apparently have spoilers. So I'm hoping I'm able to get my hands on some of the Loki ones. I don't have any Marvel Funkos. I don't.
Really?
I don't.
Wow.
Matt has 2 WandaVision ones. I don't have any myself.
We have WandaVision.
We do. We have WandaVision.
We have some Star Wars ones,
Uh-huh.
and then the rest are just regular Disney.
Okay.
One of the things that is notable, though, I'm pretty sure every single Marvel Funko. No, I'm not going to say that because I don't think it's true. Kenzie, did you see the Loki shirt? Yes, I did. Terrifying.
Oh, jeez. He put Loki's face. I mean, he put your dad's face on Loki.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
So I'm planning on walking around with my Loki bag when I'm in Florida.
Oh, yes. So you're going to bring that, right?
Yep. I'm going to bring it and I'm going to wear it around because it's big enough to fit all the stuff I need to fit in there. I'll just carry that with me.
Yes. And then you'll have the Loki ears when we get down there.
Mm-hmm.
Although we won't be down there in time.
I know. It's fine, though.
You might have to go let yourself into the house and go get your Loki ears.
No, it's fine. I'll just wait until you guys are down.
Oh, so we're going to miss that release day, that on the 9th. Oh, that's a bummer.
Hopefully, maybe they'll end up doing what they did with WandaVision and have it like every week different. Who knows?
Yeah, or they'll have it, and they won't run out the day of, right?
I really hope not.
I know. So,
I mean, you know what I could probably do? If I see news about a release on the 9th or any of the days after that, because who knows, maybe they won't do it on the 9th. Maybe I can like call the patisserie and be like, do you guys have it? Do you think you guys are going to run out soon?
right.
No, I'm on my way. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So Daniel, Abby, we get down, our family gets down on Saturday the 12th. So actually the 11th will be there, get in late, and then we will be there for the day on
So
the
our
12th.
school doesn't finish technically till the 12th.
Till the 11th.
Yeah, finish the 11th.
Yeah.
So we have to leave.
But you'll miss the last day of school.
Yeah.
It's a half day, right?
Which is, we don't really do anything the last day. Usually we watch like a movie or something.
Yeah. So we'll start down Thursday after school. So, yeah.
Are you sad about school being over, Abby?
No, not at all.
That's how I feel. I'm not.
I didn't like this school year at all. The school year was so bad.
I was very happy once I've been out of school for basically a month now.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Which is crazy, because I remember being in high school. My school year didn't end until mid to late June.
Yeah.
And now I'm done in May.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Because they had to push back because we started so late this year. They pushed us back 2 weeks for the start date of school. So we have to go longer because for some reason our school district makes us go for like a really long time.
Yeah. Well, luckily they didn't have any snow days. Like any days that it snowed, they would just do cyber those days.
Although I'm upset that they didn't just, because Thursday we were supposed to have Kennywood Day, but Kennywood's not open that day for like COVID, I think. But we still had the day off, and then Friday was supposed to be the original date for prom, but they pushed it back so that juniors and guests from other schools could go. So they pushed it back to June 4th, but we still had the day off. So I wish they almost had us go those 2 days and then just taken 2 days off the end of the
but I think
year.
people plan trips because they usually give us around Memorial Day. They give the kids Thursday, Friday, then they get off Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So it's like a 5 days off in a row.
Yeah.
So they just left them all off because I think a lot of kids would have missed.
Yeah.
Because I think people plan trips typically. I mean, we didn't plan any trip.
Usually we go to Disney. Remember, I'd always miss, everybody would be like, are you going to Kennywood? I'm like, no, we're going to Disney.
I love
Kennywood, Disney.
It was 5 days off, so for you that was like perfect Disney trip. Let's go.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, with college, we didn't have spring break at my school. We just did I had basically the entire month of January without school.
Yeah.
I had a lot of time off in January, so I didn't have to worry about it then.
Mm-hmm.
But then I never got spring break, so. But it was okay because I had just gotten my wisdom teeth out, and it was probably good that I had those extra weeks to recover from that.
Yes. Yeah. And now you're out.
So I still have a geometry final that I had to take.
Do you really?
We haven't done that yet. We did the biology last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. We did the biology one. So we still have to take the geometry. We're not even finished reviewing algebra and everything, but yeah.
Oh, geez.
And then I took the Keystone Tuesday.
Biology.
Yeah, I got to school and I wasn't expecting it. And they're like, Keystone makeups, come down to the rooms you're assigned to. I'm like, oh.
So Keystones are just state tests that they have to take, and they have to pass them in order to graduate. But I'm like, Abby's not going to graduate from a Pennsylvania school. She's going to be in Florida. But they said, well, she could still take it, and then they could transfer it down to Florida, and maybe it would meet a requirement down there. I don't know. I don't know if they have certain requirements.
It was a lot easier than I expected it to be honest. It was pretty similar to the PSSA.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good.
PSSA was also a state test.
Garrett said he sent us the Tracy Loki t-shirt. Oh, geez.
Now I've got to go.
Are we allowed to share it or no?
It's terrifying.
I have to find it now. Oh, okay. I got it.
Oh, geez. Let's see.
That causes nightmares right there.
So Dennis said, Kenzie, don't go down the Funko rabbit hole. And Garrett said, Kenzie, yes, come down the rabbit hole. It's fun.
Come to the dark side.
I would love to. I really want to, when I have my own house and stuff, I want to have, just a bookshelf of Funkos. And I want them all to be... I want all of them to be Marvel. I just want every single Loki Funko that exists.
Yeah. I wonder if Garrett... Do they have a Funko? Does Garrett have a Funko room, I think, right?
Probably. I mean, well, I'm hoping, I don't even know how to get a hold of some of these Funkos, though, because normally you can get the Funkos, because I always go to Hot Topic for mine, or GameStop, because those are the stores that are near me.
Okay.
But... I don't know how it works with online. I need Garrett to do a stream where he just talks about the world of Funko and just explains how you get a hold of Funkos, because I feel like I can't get a hold of them unless I physically find them.
Right. That's funny. Hey Dawn, she says Funkos. It's a trap. It's a trap.
I mean, I have my Beauty and the Beast ones. My two favorite ones, the one that Garrett sent me and the Beast one, are both out in the living room right now.
Nice. So
Instagram, follow him. All right.
Okay, there you go. So Rhonda says the schools down here get out the beginning of May, but they go back in July. See, poor Abby, she's going to get out at the middle of June or June 11th, and then you'll have to go back August 10th down to
August 10th?
That's when they go back in Florida.
That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Makes me kind of mad now.
Ridiculous. Is that right? Oh, cringy. All right, so we're almost at an hour. Kenzie, what do you have coming up?
I have a stream tomorrow, 4:30 to 5:30, the last stream before Disney.
Woo-hoo!
And then we leave for Disney this weekend.
Yay.
Very exciting.
Yes. Are you going to do Nerd Talk from down there? You should just stream it from a park.
Well, we're going to be in Disney Springs on Nerd Talk Day on Sunday next week.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then, so that one we're going to talk about Loki in preparation for the Loki show. And then after that, I think we're doing Nerd Talk at your house.
Yes.
And that is the one where I have a surprise for everybody.
Oh, okay.
I have a great Loki surprise.
Okay. So if we want to this week, we can all watch some of the Avengers movies with Loki in it, right?
Yes. So if you wanted to watch Loki's entire continuity, if you want to just watch the Thor movies, that's fine. But if you want to watch the full Loki continuity, you would watch Thor, Avengers, Thor, Dark World, Thor Ragnarok, Endgame, and Infinity War.
Okay, so those
in
6.
flipped order. You'd watch Infinity War and then Endgame.
Woo! Yeah, that's a lot. Abby may want to do virtual like Zach. Yeah, no, Abby's going to go in person, right?
Yeah.
She gets to go to a nice school, so
A nice school.
yeah. Okay, so those 6 movies. So we'll be binging again this week, I guess, right?
I'm okay with
Yeah, and honestly, if you wanted to not have to watch all of Infinity War and Endgame, yes, Matt, at the end of Endgame, when Loki gets the Tesseract, while they're traveling back in time, Loki grabs the Tesseract, teleports. That's how the Loki show is created, because he has created a time paradox continuum thing where he has created variants of himself. So if you wanted to, if you don't want to watch all of Infinity War and all of Endgame, you can watch the first 10 minutes of Infinity War and then fast forward to the point where they go back in time to the first Avengers movie in Endgame, watch Loki disappear, and then that's it. That's all you have to do.
Oh, so Loki does kind of come back, right?
Well, yeah, that's the whole point of the Loki show, is that in Endgame, when everybody traveled back in time to certain points, when they went back to the time of the first New York attack, where it's the first Avengers movie, that's when they accidentally dropped the Tesseract, and the Loki from that past version of himself disappears.
Oh, because that didn't happen. So that's it, because that didn't happen the first time.
No, this is a different time continuum.
Yeah, but I didn't realize in the different time continuum there was a different end result.
It's sort of like an alternate universe.
Loki got away that time. So in the first,
it's kind of like an alternate universe type thing.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So this version of Loki that we're getting in the Loki series is not the character developed Loki that we got in Dark World and Ragnarok.
Yeah, because he's not
which is very disappointing, because the Thor from Dark World, Ragnarok, and Infinity War had created a really big bond between him and Thor, and he had kind of learned that he needed to be a good brother for Thor. But now, the Loki that we're getting in the Loki series has no type of bond with Thor, and it's just going to be really interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah, he's not as considerate and caring as he was in Ragnarok, where you start to see him develop and become a little bit more.
The saddest thing about this the Loki we're about to see does not know that his mother is dead. So, yeah.
There's that.
Yeah, it's going to be sad. But yeah, sorry, I just went on that whole tangent about Loki. I think it's really important for everybody to know that, though.
Yeah.
When we do get this Loki in the Loki series, it is not the same Loki that we saw die in Infinity War. It is a completely different version of Loki.
Okay, all right. So
we'll also talk about that next Sunday also. I just wanted to rant about that right now.
Okay, all right. Sounds like a plan. So, yeah, for us, I mean, we just keep an eye out for some vlogs coming out, and then that's it. And then Thursday we have Dreaming with Our Pals. So, all right. Well, thanks everyone for being here on this Memorial Day weekend. So we want to say thanks to all the veterans and all the people in the military and all the people that are, represent our country. So thanks again. Thanks, Kenzie, for joining us. I know we had a small group today, but
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So, okay. And thanks, Abby, for jumping in while Jeff packs.
I was kind of forced into this, but it's
I hope
okay.
Jeff feels better soon.
Yeah, he will. He got a second shot yesterday, so he's kind of down for the count a little bit. So, but
he just refuses to take medicine.
He'll be good. Yeah, he doesn't want to take anything. I'm like, take something, you'll feel better. Advil, something, But thanks again, guys, for being here, and we will see everyone soon.
Bye.
Dancing out.